Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today's our lecture is about the polysaccharides, from which we are studies today the starch molecule. What is the role of the starch in the polysaccharides and what is starch? This lecture is about the starch, and your course is the biochemistry of carbohydrates. Starch, as you know, all of you, this is the polymer of glucose molecule, D-glucose, and also it is the storage molecule of the plant cells. It is the storage molecule of the plant cells. This is a principal food reserve polysaccharide in the plant kingdom. It forms a major source of carbohydrate in even in the human diet. It is a major source of carbohydrates in human diet. Starch has been found in some protozoas, bacteria, and algae, but the major source is plant, where it occurs in the seeds, fruits, leaves, tubers, and bulbs in varying amount from a few percent to over 74%. What are the sources of the starch? Today's our lecture is about the starch, that is a polysaccharide. That is a polysaccharide. It is the polymer of glucose molecule. It is a polymer of glucose molecule. It is also the homopolysaccharide. That is actually the homopolysaccharide. What are the sources of starch molecule? Sources of starch. Starch is the major food reserve of the plant kingdom. It is a major food reserve of plant kingdom, and also it is the major source of the energy in case of the plants and as well as in the humans. Different sources in the plant kingdom. It is the principal food reserve of plants. It found in some protozoa, bacteria, and algae, but the major sources are seeds, fruits, leaves, bulbs, and tubers of plants in varying amount up to 74% of their entire weight. So the large reserves of starch is present in the plants. In the plants, it is up to the 74. It is present up to the 74% of the 74% of the total weight of the plants. Starch is an alpha glucan that has structurally distinct components called amylose and amylopectin. It would be divided into, it is an alpha glucan in which the alpha 1,4 and alpha 1,6 linkage of glucose molecule exists, and it is divided into two different parts of, it is the alpha glucan which has two components. First one is amylose and second one is amylopectin. They are usually present in the form of the starch granules because starch molecules are organized into quasi-crystalline macromolecules aggregates called as the granules. So they are present in the form of the starch granules in the plants. The shape of the granules are characteristics of the source of the starch from which they are present. The two components, amylose and amylopectin, vary in amount among the different sources from less than 2% of amylase in waxy rice or waxy maize to about 80% amylose in the amylomaize. Amylo and amylopectin concentration of these two components are varying in the different plants. It varies from the 2% to the 80%. If the amylose is in high amount, then it contains maybe 2% of amylo in case of the waxy rice or in case of the maize. Waxy maize, in which the amylose is in less amount as compared to amylopectin. Similarly, the amylo maize is also existed in which the 80% of the component of the starch is amylose, which is 80%. The majority of starch contains 15 to 35% of amylose component. But in most starch molecules, amylose concentration is from 15 to 35% of total amount. But in case of amylomaize, it would be up to 80%. And in case of waxy rice and waxy maize, it would be 2% only. It would be 2% only. They are existed in the form of the granules, starch granules. The ratio of the amylose and amylopectin is a function of the enzyme granulolysis bounded starch synthase and soluble starch synthase. Granulase bound starch synthase is able to synthesize amylose in a form that is not a substrate for the branching enzyme to form amylopectin. Wax mutants containing only amylopectin, wax mutants, which are the most of them are waxy in nature, they contains only the amylopectin and lack the like the globule starch synthesizing molecule, but still contain the soluble starch synthase present. So first of all, we have to draw the structure. We will give the idea. I will give you the idea about the structure of the starch. Starch molecule. Amylose contains alpha 1,4 linkage and only present in the straight chain. But amylopectin contains both alpha 1 6 glycosidic linkage and alpha 1,4 linkage. Alpha 1,4 in the straight chain and alpha 1,6 in case of the branch chain. Both are they contains both the present in them. Let's see the structure of the starch molecule. This is a structure of the starch, linear structure of amylose, in which linear structure of the starch molecule in which the glucose molecules are attached by the alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage, glycosidic linkage. Now let's see how they are present in the granule forms. This is the formation of the granule in which the starch molecules are present in the form of the granules. Amylose is made up of the alpha D glucose molecules united linked mostly in a linear way by the alpha 1,4 linkage. It has a molecular weight of 150,000 to 1 lakh depending upon the biological origin. It has a molecular weight of almost 150,000 to molecular weight depending upon the biological origin. It has been shown that amylose has some elements of non-linearity. It consists of a mixture of linear molecules with limited long chain branching involving alpha 1,6 linkages. The branches contain several hundred glucose residues. Amylose gives a characteristic blue color with the iodine due to the ability of the iodine to occupy a position in the interior helical coil of the glucose units. So amylose also gives the blue color during the iodine adsorption test. Pure amylose binds 20% of iodine at 20 degrees centigrade. Let's see the structure of the amylopectin. What is the next is the structure of the amylopectin. This is the structure of the amylose. Now we will have to study the structure of amylopectin. The second component of the starch molecule is amylopectin. Let's see what is the structure of the amylopectin. In amylopectin, this is a straight chain. In case of the amylopectin, the alpha 1,4 linkage is present. Similarly, in amylopectin, the high compact alpha 1,6,1,6 linkage is also present. From this, O, from this, this is the alpha 1, alpha 1,6. This is the alpha 1,6 linkage. This is the alpha 1,6 linkage present in the branch. From here, one branch is attached. This is the amylopectin structure in which the alpha 1 4 linkage is present in the straight chain and alpha 1 6 linkage is present in the branch chain from which their branch is attached. Amylopectin is a branched water-insoluble polymer comprised of alpha-D glucose residues, thousands of the alpha-D glucose residues. The main chain of amylopectin consists of the glucose residues joined by the alpha-1,4 glycosidic bonds. Side chains of glucose residues are attached to the main chain by the alpha-1,6 glycosidic bonds. Each chain contains 15 to 25 glucose residues joined by the alpha-1,4 bonds. Each chain contains 15 to 25 residues of straight chain. So it means that every branch would be occurred after 15 to 25 glucose residues of the straight chain. Then the branches occurred. It contains 94 to 96% of alpha-1,4 linkage and 4 to 6% of the alpha-1,6 linkages. it contains 94 to 96% of alpha-1,4 linkage and 1 to 4% of and only 1 to 4% of 4 to 6% of alpha-1,6 linkages present in the amylopectin. The molecular weight of amylopectin is in the order of many thousands, 10 power 7 to 10 power 8. First time the Robin and the co-workers have proposed the model of the amylopectin. Amylopectin in this model contains the two chains, A and B chains are linear and have degrees of polymerization at 15 and 45 degrees centigrade respectively. The B chain form the backbone of the amylopectin molecule and responsible for the crystalline region of the granules. The amylopectin molecule is 100 to 150 in diameter, angstrom in diameter, and 1200 to 4000 angstrom long. Within the granule, amylose may be located between the amylopectin molecules and associated with the linear regions of the amylopectin molecules. So amylose is mostly present in the linear straight chain, so that's why the amylose is present between the amylopectin molecule and connected with the amylopectin molecule by the straight chain alpha-1,4 linkage. Amylopectin produces a purple to red color with the iodine. It also gives the iodine test positive and it absorbs the iodine and it gives the purple to red color by amylopectin. That's all about the starch. Starch is a very important molecule because it provides a huge amount of energy. On hydrolysis, it gives rise to the maltose mainly and then to the glucose residues. So it contains a high amount of glucose in them. So it is a rich source of energy for the plants as well as for the animal cells. When body uses different types of starch containing molecules in their diet, then it would be hydrolyzed into maltose and also into the glucose molecule. Then this glucose molecule provides a high amount of energy to the body. So starch is very important. It's also present in the grains in the form of the granules in the grains of the different seeds of different plants. So that's why it is very important for the growth and germination of the grains of different plants, especially the cereal crops. That's all about the starch molecule. Hope you understand the idea about the starch. If you have any questions regarding this lecture, you can approach me on my WhatsApp group, or you can write a comment in the comment section of YouTube channel, or you can email me on my email address. Thank you so very much, students. Allah Hafiz.